Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Midori's Midnight Sessions Season 3! So yeah, I'm recording this Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, everyone, and I hope you had a great time with whoever you're spending your Christmas with. But I'd like to be upfront today that honestly, it's not the best year. Like, I haven't really had the best year. Unlike, last year where it was just, like, I thought my life was taking off left and right. Like, I just had so much to do. And I mean, now that I've slowed down a bit, it makes me think that maybe I thrive when I'm busy. Or I just reflect on things a lot. But God, like, was it an awful realization that I would not graduate again. Like, I delayed myself again. And it's not like the disappointment, like, if, like, there's nobody more disappointed in it than I am, really. I kind of just brush it off. Like, I'll let people know that it hurts, but honestly, it's like everything's just a little too much. I think ever since the last episode, I've just been on a lot of exploring, really. Here's the thing, I really wanted to get help, but I couldn't, because I'm afraid that I'm afraid of a lot of things. But you know how it is, like, it's so just terrifying to do it, and especially on your own. But there was this one time, and I was really determined to see this thesis through, but there was just one time where I felt just really disheartened and devastated, and just like it really cost my motivation to go down the drain entirely. And I was about to like depart for the city. And I already had, like, I was already dressed. I was about to leave. Legitimately about to leave. And my mom goes like, I was like literally about to ask my mom for money. And this was like at 4 a.m. I think. And my mom just goes, you can do it when you have money. I'm like, girl, do you want me to get delayed again? Do you? Like, I'm already like so like stagnant. I don't have like my thesis hasn't progressed since August. The end of August, like, it's already the time this happened, it was already November. So I was basically stagnant for like 3 months, and I did try to tell Yayoi and Chaya, but like they just, I don't think they give a fuck. And especially with Jaya, like that guy, I especially think he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, he's just trying to motivate me and stuff. Like, oh, you're gonna graduate. Let's hear you. I mean, let's hope you hear this song next year. And I'm like, girl, how? Like, when I say I've hit a new low, I really have hit a new low. And, it's hard to tell them that I've hit that low. I've hit that low. And Yayoi was like checking in on me, and it's like, this was months after the fact. Like, this was months after I really couldn't tell her, like, she did see my Twitter. Yeah. I mean, with how fast she deleted the message on one conversation, I know she knows her. I know she knows my Twitter account. And she was like, she asked me one time, like, how are you? And I just I ignored her message. I did read, but I never replied or anything. And, you know, just before Christmas, actually, like, my classmate was like, hey, you gonna go to school and, like, you know, submit some forms, comply with some requirements for a defense. And I'm like, yeah, no. And, like, Chai is here, and I'm like, and what am I gonna tell him? What am I gonna tell him? I can't tell him that, you know, this thesis is really, like, putting a lot of heavy stuff on me. And it's honestly been just a burden, and I really don't want to speak out about it. Like, I don't want to speak on Vitsuko. I don't want to speak on Yayoi even. I don't want to speak to Chihaya. That I've been really having a hard time. I don't want to burden them, you know? Like, Chihaya especially, like, he's just been out achieving all the stuff that he wants to achieve so bad. Like, he was talking to me about it, and, you know, I couldn't give him any more stuff to think about than what he already has. You know, but the irony is, I really need him, you know, like, I just really want to talk to him, like, you know, talk about how it's been, like, just a really, really awful year, that, you know, about the thesis, like, I couldn't progress, and Iori dying, and Aso-san just leaving for another country, and Sui leaving as well. Like, when they say, like, I shouldn't take it personally, like, okay, I try to, but at the same, like, I know the reasons aren't because of me, aren't because of what I do. It's just that, you know, they want to do something different, or they want to pursue something that, you know, that is far beyond whatever it is, like, that they were experiencing right now, you know, stuff like that. But I also can't help just, you know, be devastated by it. I mean, I've already had to deal with just an awful loss in my thesis. Well, ex thesis advisor that wasn't even a thesis advisor to begin with. Like, it was just like a thesis advisor for a week. And then I was ditched, you know. And I told Yayoi, like, when she asked me how I was doing, I said to her, I mean, I said on a tweet, well, somebody's not listening to the podcast. Like, this is how I'm doing the entire year. It's seasons to the free, you know? You know, like it isn't hard to access. It's literally out there for you to just listen. You know, like I'm just tired of like telling people how I'm doing. I honestly don't want to burden anybody with a lot of my shit, you know. 'Cause this is shit that I asked. I asked for this. I want to do this, but honestly right now I just feel really stagnant. Well, aside from the stagnant feeling, also just the feeling of helplessness, really. Like, you know, like you really cannot do anything about what's going on, you know. Like, it's hard to deny just, you know, how hard it is to understand. Like, yes, you want to, like, you know, you want to do something about it. You want to you really don't want things to happen, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't want to accept that it is what it is. Because I thought I had control over everything. Because it is my thesis. Like, I am in control of what is supposed to happen here. But a lot of things have happened beyond my external circumstances, you know. But genuinely, this is the first Christmas that I've ever felt like it's just another day. Because there's just still so much work to do that I can't do. Because it's either discouraging, like devastating, and just like sometimes I can't do anything about it. Like, as much as I want to do something, it's always discouraged by something that is beyond my reach. And you get why I don't really want to rely on anybody. Like, right now, I especially don't want to rely on anybody. Like, even Yayoi, even Chihaya, like, that's my best friend, y'all. Like, I can't even rely on him. Because guess what? I can't even reach the guy. I can't even say Merry Christmas, you know, like, we can't even talk on Christmas Day, so I've been asking him to block him since fucking January. Guess what? He hasn't still done it. And not that I care anymore, like, I've kind of stopped. But I feel like every time I go to school, it's always, like, the flashbacks happen, and it's just like, not again. You know, like, it's just gonna make me so reminiscent. And at the same time, so saddened, but, like, what's happened, you know? It just happened, I guess. And, you know, I really want to do it. I really, 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 really want to. I'm so determined to do it, but I just can't do it. It's just been a shit year. Although, yes, there are rare W's, but the majority of them are L's. It's just a lot of these. It's not these, it's these, you know? Majority of my year has been L's. Really. I've had to deal with L after L after L, and honestly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore. Like, I just feel like I have to, like, you know, force myself to get back up and crawl my way through fucking graduation. But honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of, like, having to just be by myself all the time. I'm tired of, like, just you know, like, I would say I'm just so sick of like not having someone that I could easily reach out to and really, like, vent out all my emotions to. I thought I had a support system. I'm not even saying strong. I thought I had a support system. I thought I had it. But I can't even rely on a man that I thought was, like, one of my strongest support systems, period. Because guess what? He has his own life. And I hope he fucking listens to this shit. You know what I mean? That it's hard to shut myself off from, like, the entire fucking world. But it had to be done. Because I thought I had somebody that I could lean on, but guess what? Like, the other day, they had this evaluation kind of thing, and he was, like, the highest. He was rated the highest. It's just 1% shy away from a perfect score. And I think, like, oh, of course he's gonna do it. Like, whoever doubted this man, really? No, I want to say that I'm proud of him, you know? I wanted to let him know how proud of Chihaya Haruka is, but guess not. And I'm just so, like, it's like I don't want to talk to anybody anymore, you know? I don't want to speak to them about my problems. I don't want to tell them what they are. Because everybody's gonna leave. Everybody's gonna leave. They have their own lives. Like, you know, you can't do anything about it. You can't even beg them to stay. Like, as much as you want to, you also want to be happy for them because that's their dream, you know? And I wish I begged them to stay. I really want to, but things aren't just lining up, you know? Like, he's arguably had the best year of his life yet. Like, I was so proud of calling him professor, like, when I last visited, you know? I rarely go there now. I don't even know if I would be even able to do a defense at all. Probably aside from the fact that, you know, not much has gone in terms of my thesis writing, but you know that feeling of like, I don't know if this is gonna work, you know. I have doubts about a lot of things related to it, but I don't know, I just don't think that I'm cut out for this. Maybe someday I would, but maybe tomorrow I would. But unfortunately, and I'm sorry to tell you all this, but that is not now. Thank you so much for giving season 3 so much love. And a lot of things have happened since July 21st. But I am so happy to have shared this experience, this journey with you. And I can't wait to see what other things are in store for this bad bitch. But I am still gonna try to finish my thesis. And maybe tomorrow I will have that final defense. I will finally be able to get my story out in person. I just hope the people that are gonna hear it are as gracious about it as mommy was. And I'll see you next time on Midori's Midnight Sessions.